Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, September 11th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I focus on my worth abundance. And before we dive in, I want to send a shout out to one of my best friends, Nicole Oman. We do GPS together. It is her birthday today and I'm so grateful for her energy in my life and what she does on Gaia Blooming and for the world. So, that being said, we have a day of focusing on our worth again. Are you tired of this yet? We have the sun today at 19 degrees. So, there's that worth energy. And we have been very focused on this the last few days with all this Libra energy we've been working with. And the Astro doesn't disappoint with making us, putting us through the worth lessons today as we, kind of focus on this energy. We have the moon in Capricorn. And so the moon in Capricorn is connecting today to Venus. And then Venus, which is in Libra, is also connecting to Pluto. And the moon and Pluto are connecting. So we've got this moon, Pluto, Venus thing going on. So the moon can represent that which is hidden. So it can bring up old forgotten stuff. And it's so interesting in Capricorn because Capricorn moon, Capricorn energy can like to be like, I've got everything under control. I'm okay with where this is at and I've got it. It's all good. Everything's good. And then we've got Pluto energy and Pluto's like, oh, you think it's good? Here's this, try this, let's do this, let's see how we can upheave this, let's change this, unearth this. It's always meant to empower you, but it can feel like that upheaval energy. And then we've got Venus in Libra, and Venus in Libra, along with Jupiter in Libra, has us focused on knowing our worth, knowing the abundance of light that we came with, this golden, divine energy that's within you. So this connection it's fascinating to me as we work through this. I also think it's really interesting. This is all happening at 14 degrees. So Venus will be at 14 degrees, Pluto's at 14 degrees, and the moon will meet them at 14 degrees. And so that's 5. That's that energy of the mental. So your mental energy is going to play a big component in working through your worth, re-empowering your worth, holding a new vision for what it is that you came to bring. So it's not just worth that Libra energy focuses on, this Venus energy focuses on, it's also your talents. So by knowing your divine worth, you're then in a place where you're like, I'm willing to trust the universe and let my divine light shine through bringing forth whatever it is that you came to bring forth. So this is working in all these ways, but as you do this, these squares, that resistance, the Pluto energy, the moon energy, building to this full moon lunar eclipse later this week could show you those places within yourself where you're carrying that resistance, where you're holding yourself back, where you are being the miser. I've got the miser in reverse. And this is what I feel like we do when we do not share ourselves with the world, when we don't offer our talents to the world, when we don't know our worth. It's basically like, I've got this light and I'm afraid to show it to you because it's been ridiculed before and other people have said not nice things about it and all that. We've all been there. And this is what we come to do. And the universe is like, instead, this is what we need to do. I've got the trust message in 2 places. I've got it in the angel message too, which I'll get to later. And look at this. I've got the possibilities. If you can trust your worth, trust that little light of yours that the universe is like, this little light of yours, please let it shine. It's not how the song goes, but still, please let it shine, then the possibilities are going to open. But you have to start believing in yourself. And you have to loosen the grip that you have on what you came to offer, on those talents. What I love in this is, again, that Pluto energy, it's working on all of us, through all of us, changing these structures, because the old structure, the patriarchal way, has been like, okay, I'm going to hold it in because it's not acceptable. And more each day, everybody's breaking through and being like, this is who I am, and I've got to live it. I've got to walk my path. I've got to walk my talk. So we're changing the structure, but we're working on it through the mental energy. Again, getting into that mental energy. So reaffirm yourself. I would not say that affirmations do everything, but affirmations definitely do something. So if you can get into that affirmation energy and just affirm who you are, this divine light, start there. Start boosting your worth from that place, that's amazing. Now, what I love is all that energy is feeding into two other worth things. We've got the moon connecting to Neptune, 10 degrees. So the moon with Neptune is saying, hey, your worth is divine, just feeding into the message that I've just fed you. From there, we have the sun connecting to the moon later in the day at 19 degrees. So that 10 energy again, it's just the worth energy over and over and over. Universe is like, have you got this message yet? Have you got this message yet? Sun in Virgo connected to the moon in Capricorn. This is so productive. So it's like, if you come to this place where you just open up, find that new vision, like, yes, I want to do this. The possibilities of what you could be putting into motion, the potential of your production, whether it's in this day or even, down the road in the future, is infinite. Infinite possibilities, big picture kind of thing. So hold space for that by working on your worth. Even if you don't end up getting out of bed, just know that with this energy, you are in production mode. So pay attention to that, but you've got to keep your worth high so that you can bring this energy forth to hold that vision. I also love that in the evening, the moon is also going to connect to Mercury. Mercury's retrograde. So Mercury retrograde, is taking us within, restructuring yourself. And, even though it is in Virgo, which I do say is about talking to your body, which I think talking to your body is a good way of getting into your worth. A lot of us hold our bodies against ourselves when it comes to our worth, which I've got perfect card for that too. Even though there's that, Mercury retrograde is also a great time to go in and just shift the mental energy. So you've got that in a few places today, shifting the mental energy, shifting the structure, and this all comes back to knowing your worth. So I'm going to show you this card now because this card's awesome. This is the card of the goddess. And it says, look at that image and note what feelings emerge. The lady in the picture with the moon reflecting behind her is here to remind you of your intuitive creative power that you may have let dissipate. There is much to be gained by reconnecting to your intuitive creative power, for it's the essence of life and all creation. All it takes is for you to look inside, pay attention to what you feel in your heart, let your inner goddess shine through you, for she holds the power of the entire universe, and as such, so do you. So, you are shining the universe, you are shining the divine light through yourself, bringing forth that creativity. If you can hold that vision of your highest worth and trust in it. And here again, we got trust there, and we got trust from Archangel Uriel. And it says, disappointment often takes us to a state in life where the erosion of our faith in self, others, or source occurs. Uriel is gently reminding you to practice belief, faith, and trust. For they are the three, I don't know what this word is, but the three concomitants of love. I don't know that word, sorry. Simply say a gentle prayer to Uriel, to Source, asking to develop the muscle of trust, to take away the fever of untrust. Just like the soaring summits of wonderful trusting Everest, you will once again spring forward with joy in your step. You may always trust the angels, for they love for the sake of love. Chant Ha through your heart chakra to stimulate heart tingles and a resurgence of trusting fibers to fill your life. So, that's it for today. This, I think, is a big lesson as we build into this eclipse. It's a big lesson for this year, but it's really a big lesson right now as we build into this eclipse. So hold that trust space. And I have that reading sale still going with the eclipses. So if you're struggling at all and you just want a little help to get you through these next few days, this next week, I suggest you go book that now. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.